Now, as far as like publishing, distribution, anything like that, you got anything like that on the table already?
I do. I have BMI. Shouts out to Kansas City Records. They showed me the way when I was really a youngster. Okay. You know, as to how to what needs to happen because we made a song, Tip Them Girls, and that is something that actually was a part of something that I own and didn't even know that I owned.
Any publishing deals on the table or already in the works?
We're not gonna talk about that right now.
So tell me about your manager situation. Like, what was the ups and downs, good, bad of that?
Okay, so my manager pretty much screwed me over when it came to the money side, and I had my own personal conversation with her as to, you know, I don't really trust people like that, and I was lurking around saying, hey, you know, I looked at her as a friend on a personal level, as a mentor. So, and she didn't even need to eat like that. Like, you have a job, you have like 10 to 15 other artists. So when I saw where it was, it's about greed, and you know, I could have been signed. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is where I learned, if you're a manager, no, fuck all that. I shouldn't be paying $275 a month if you're my manager. You don't get paid unless you do. Okay,
right?
I'm paying $275 a month. Not me, but 10. Not 10, but 15. Like, and then you holding meters now. The money, the shit is not adding up, but nobody thought to think to look at this motherfucking information. The fuck I'm paying you $275 for.
And now, I just gotta ask, cause I'm just blown away. How old were you when you ran into this management deal?
I was 20. 24, yeah. Because what I was running into before that, I was running into situations where I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust anybody as a whole. Okay, so let me go out for myself. And then it was like, damn, well, maybe family member, maybe, no, I know I need a manager. At that time, no, I know I need a manager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, my mom wasn't big enough to say, no, get your shit for yourself.
Yeah, as far as like thinking about the business side.
Yeah, no, man, I need a manager. I need a manager because I was just doing this in the house.
Right.
And now I have the bug, and I don't stop anything that I start.
What you running from? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one song to be the anthem for your life, like right now, what would that be? Like every time you got out of the shower, got dressed, walked out the house, boom, song play. What's gonna be that shit?
I'd be on it. Push it.
Okay. Now, as far as in the hip hop game is going right now, as far as male and female diversity, okay, do you feel any one sex has an advantage in the game, and if so, why?
Absolutely. These men,
Uh-oh.
I do. I'm sorry.
It's okay, go ahead.
I do feel like these men do have the upper hand. It has been said that these men have the upper hand. These men will tell you.
Oh no,
say, I'm sorry.
May.
It is no.
I just have to address these men. I gotta address that title.
Okay, these men are. I'm sorry. These men can be any. It don't even have to be the music entertainment. It could be any This is a man's world.
Those guys.
Okay. So if you want to take it, if we want to bring the category up of music entertainment, if it's anybody who is of that power that says this is what goes and this is what goes because I have the final say so.
Have you ever felt personally that any of that type of stigma affected you professionally as an artist?
Yeah.
Have you felt that?
Yeah. My father, first off, I'm sorry. He was it's my way or the highway. Left the house at 17. So anybody after my father can go straight to hell. And that's where it's always been. So you can imagine where me and my first manager bumped heads because she was a female. If I want something, I go and get it. I will bump heads with anybody, male or female.
Alright, now we know hip hop, it's grown and what I'm saying, different expectations of, how, female MCs are going to be, the lines are blurred now. Everything's up for grabs.
Right.
Now, we got labels and executives. They try to push certain stereotypes still, as a marketing gimmick.
Right.
All right, you got the, you got the sexy chicks, and they'll pose with the bikini like the Lil Kim shit, and the Nicki Minaj shit. You got the thug chicks.
Right.
Okay, they try to push that shit like the Remy Ma's and the Rod Diggers and all those. Okay, then they got the slutty chicks.
Right.
Okay, the list is ridiculous. You got the classy ones, you know what I'm saying? You got like the Charlie Baltimore images and all that, okay? But now, bam, alright? But check it out. But now we got somebody like Young M.A. that just came the fuck out.
You got us.
Alright? She done broke the glass fucking ceiling.
Yeah, she did. Shouts out to Young
M.A. And killing shit.
Killing it.
Killing shit.
Killing it.
Here's the question. Would you ever see this happening with a male artist?
What you mean?
The way Young M.A. came out, bold, strong, solid. With a male artist, can you see a male rap artist doing this and being accepted and embraced like she did?
As far as gay?
Yeah. Can you see that?
Your boy did. Your boy's gay. He sings, damn, why I don't know his name. I'm sorry to my gay world.
We're going to
I'm about to find it.
Frank Ocean?
Yeah. What you mean he's accepted? After
Very
the
much.
fact.
That's why I specifically said hip hop.
Oh, hip hop?
That's why I specifically said hip hop. Because Frank Ocean's my nigga. But that's why I specifically said hip hop, and I'm specifically asking you about this, and I want your personal opinion. Okay. Because I've heard it talked about on the Breakfast Club.
Right.
I've heard it talked about on other shows, but I want to sit down and talk to my person.
I can't say no to that simply because Young M.A. is a stud. She kind of damn near look like a guy, but she's cute with it. And we often studs still get pushed in the gay lane, and we still get bashed on a whole nother level. We still get bashed on the same lane that they do. So if he was to come out and he was just as hot, and he had the money and he had the same stuff that she had behind her, I think he would be perfectly fine.
Cool.
I feel the same way.
Cool.
If he had every entity that she had.
They always separated with R&B and hip hop.
Yeah.
There's always a division.
Even in the hip hop, I mean, where you want to take it to? Because you people have to think more than just hip hop. Not only is he hip hop, he's gay. Gay community supports gay community on a whole nother level. There are so many ignorant people who don't even know that. So yes, if he is gay and he is hot and he have those entities, maybe he don't even have to have those. Mm-hmm. Gay communities support those. We are in the South right now. This is a conversation in the South. Right. Take this conversation to California. Take this conversation somewhere else where they know about this stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where it's muchly accepted.
Right.
Said I'm trapped, stuck, lost here in a maze. I've been here for days, hold up, blunt and hit the haze. Said I'm trapped, stuck, I've been in a trance. Where you do your plans, got me pulling out them bands. Said I'm trapped, stuck, lost here in a maze. I've been here for days, hold up, blunt and hit the haze. Said I'm trapped, stuck, I've been in a trance. Where you do your plans, got me pulling out the bands. You got me over here dreaming and floating. I really think you slid me a potion. Cause I can't think of nothing else. What your legs out up in this motion. Up and down the pole we go. Your beauty got me all in the trance. Bounce that booty all up on the pole. When we leaving, I ain't taking you home. I'm taking you home. Stuck, lost here in a maze. I've been here for days. Hold up, blunt and hit the haze. Said I'm trapped, stuck. I've been in a trance. Where you do your plans, got me pulling out them bands. Said I'm trapped, stuck, lost here in a maze. I've been here for days, roll the blunt and hit the haze. Said I'm trapped, stuck, I've been in a trance. Where you do your dance, got me pulling out the bands. My girl, she gon' get me cause I ain't coming home tonight. Bend the banner to and take you on a ride. Take you to the moon and land on paradise. This is the shit that I fantasize about, and we gon' get it on the night. Let's roll up, elevator, let's go up. Into stuck in this maze, I'm in the trance, girl, I'm going crazy as soon as you step on the stage.
Alright, now hip hop, we know it's grown so much over the years. The sound changed, the songs changed, the beats, the rhyme structures, all that. Mm-hmm. If you had to pick one era of hip hop that was your favorite, which decade would it be?
Yeah, okay, so I have to go with, honestly, I have to go with the 90s because when it comes to the 90s, these are my roots. This is where I started rapping, okay? This like, what? Quiet Storm, Nas, like these, like, I try to tell I get excited, try to tell my nieces with the Uzi verse. I mean, no disrespect to them. They do what they do because my nieces and them tell me about them. And I be like, oh, who is this? You know, music is music. But when stuff about us is still going on, this is where I started at. And this is where, like, when I write something, although it might be like, it took me forever. My boy that just called and said, yo, you got to get on Amigos wave. You got to get a why? Because everybody else on that wave?
Right.
No, I don't believe in that. I believe in if they going to get your song, they're going to get it because they like that song. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Regardless of what it is. It's like, now, I'm sorry. Some people just make songs just to make songs. I keep saying, I've been saying, like the other day, all I kept saying was, some music is great music and some sounds are just noise. Like all day. Nowadays, people write shit just to get paid. Anything, blah, blow it up. And people just vibe into it, and I am too. I don't take nothing away from it because it's catchy, beat on. What? Shouts out to those who make the beat.
Okay.
Okay. Shouts out to those who make the beat.
Alright, so what does Major Maj have planned for your current listeners? What type of moves you making? What type of direction should we be looking forward to you going as far as, you know, your professional career and, you know, as far as the music that you're going to be putting out soon?
Well, I am coming out with my first R&B mixtape. Because on this album, Therapy, that's coming out, it's going to be a mixture of both. And so I'm testing the waters, and I'm coming out with a lingerie line. And I'm going to give these ladies what they want. I give the ladies what they want.
Okay.
So they asked for me to sing. So I'm going to give them a nice 10-track joint. A few videos.
Straight R&B?
Straight R&B.
Okay. With you being multi-talented and being able to do both, all right? How you feel about that part of the game, as far as the beef aspect and the jealous rappers and the jealous artists? How do you feel about that? What's your take on that?
I welcome it. I mean, it's a part of life.
Okay.
I have these haters. People that say all day, I don't hate on you. I love you. But where I come from and where I was raised, love is not the same kind of love that people spit out. My trust level is very low. And like I told you, I left my house when I was very early. So, if my bond has been broken at an early age with my own flesh and blood, I don't have time for bullshit. And I won't take any bullshit. So the beef is what it is, but I definitely, now I don't tolerate the jealousy. Don't be in my circle. I'll run by myself. I'll entertain those who are around me who like to be around me. Because I am who I am, and I will not deny the talent that I have.
Now, speaking of, like, you know, as far as feeding your family and helping out the camp and all that, who is basically backing Major Maj right now? What's the support team? Who's your channels right now? Who you got behind you?
Team, shouts out to Corey.
Okay.
Shouts out to dang, I got a lot.
Yeah.
Ron
Get it in.
Shouts out to Briggs. Shouts out to Chezzy. Oh man, CBR man. Goddamn. Shouts out to oh man, you put me on the spot.
See, I go there.
Hold on. The team runs like this. Anybody who runs with me, who supports me, you go out. You know, you pass out flyers, you pass out CDs, but from your traveling, you might have to have a car because I have 2 cars and those shits is full now. Yeah. But you might have to have a car, but I have gas. I have had a whole lot of modeling agency that I done took out of town, based out of another state.
Yeah,
I don't play no games. I pay for everything.
That's crazy.
So I expect everything to go right. And people be like, Major be a bitch sometimes. I'm sorry. That's why I do need help sometimes. I'm looking for an assistant right now.
Nothing but thoughts of you, in the most disgusting way. Cause you make me sick to my stomach. Don't know if I'm feeling okay. Cause you just used and abused me, ridiculed me, bruised me, and screwed me to the point where I care less truly if you are in my life. You lie and just lie. Your lie equals your truth. Your truth can't even hold water. What am I to do with you? Your class is gratefully trash. Don't know why I'm seeing it less. Cause all my friends I brought you around told me not to fool with you. Where did we go wrong? You this shit, so I'm gone. So you continue to act like you ain't wrong. I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. You keep telling these lies, let me right in my eyes, and I try, but it's goodbye. Oh, I don't want you no more. She biting on my lips, baby. I'm grabbing on them hips. She straddling my shit, so I'ma take it there. Baby, say my name. She kissing on my neck. That shit about to make me crazy. Said I'm trapped, stuck, lost here in a maze. I've been here for